Come in.
Working late?
Hello, darling. Come on in. I've been going over some of the work that Mason's been doing for the company. I got caught up in it. I lost track of time.
That interesting, huh?
It's fascinating. He's been doing some job. I'm very impressed with him.
Well, I guess the metamorphosis is complete. All his bad habits are behind him.
Well, I certainly hope so. Sit down. What are you doing here so late?
Cruz and I were trying to track down Rick, and he went his own way, and I wanted to wind down, so I thought I'd come see you.
Any leads?
Nothing substantial so far.
Just something I could do to help.
Yeah, I know, thanks. Am I bothering you?
No.
I called Mama and asked her if she wanted to have a drink with me.
And you've already had it, huh?
No, I'm on my way to meet her.
Oh, and you stopped by here?
Yeah.
I hope this isn't another prelude to matchmaking between the two of us, because the last time caused a lot of trouble.
No, I'm actually going to be, upfront about it. You and Mama are both miserable, and you're both too stubborn to make the first move.
You are mistaken. I've made the first move, and I've made all the subsequent moves. Your mother hasn't done anything, and I've been rebuffed in no uncertain terms.
Daddy, try again. Come with me and try again. Just talk to her.
It's pointless, darling. It really is pointless. Your mother has made her position abundantly clear. You might as well reconcile yourself to the fact that it's over between us.
Just gonna give up, huh?
No, I'm not giving up. I'm bowing to the inevitable. And your mother has curtsied to it a long time ago. But then again, she's got more foresight than I have.
Daddy, you love each other. If you just try, you could manage to see that your love is stronger than your pride. I wish you'd try to remember that.
I will.
Daddy, look at me. Promise me.
I will try to remember that. All right, go see your mother, please.
Gosh. You won't reconsider?
Good night, darling. Good night, darling.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Well, not really. I was doing okay until I cleaned out a closet and I found a photo album. It was a wonderful old album. There's pictures, great pictures of you and of all the kids and of me and of Cece. And I realized when I saw how much I miss you. And if you quote me, I will deny it.
Mama, I just don't know why this surprises you. After everything you've gone through together, you still love each other? Why don't you just admit it?
I never said I didn't love him. I never said I didn't miss him. What I said was I don't like him. And I can't live with him. And I still feel like I can't live with him.
Then why don't you go talk to him? He's waiting for you to make the first step. All you have to do is go and sit down and talk to him.
Eden, don't, please. Don't start. Don't push. It's not that easy.
Mama, honestly, it's not that difficult. You're creating obstacles that don't even exist. If you lower your defenses, you lower your guard, what's the worst that can happen?
The worst thing that can happen is that he'll lie to me again. He'll get jealous over a career he might think I'm going to have, and he'll steal something from me that doesn't belong to him.
You don't even know that he had anything to do with the disappearance in that film. If you don't talk to him, you know how stubborn he is. If you don't try and talk to him, you'll never know, will you?
We are bound together.
Yeah, I can try.
All right, listen up, folks. I want to go over every square inch of this terrain. I don't want a stone left unturned. We don't know for sure that Rick even went through here, but if he did, I want to make sure that we can trace every step he took. So let's fan out. Let's get moving, okay? And don't depend on the dogs, It may not be up to the dogs.
Excuse me.
Well, you are nowhere near the list of people I expected to show up here this afternoon.
Well, I got your message at Bar None last night.
Well, I don't recall extending an invitation to join us.
Nice to see you, too.
How'd you find us?
Boswell told me you were poking around out here. What's this with the new lead?
Well, we have an APB out statewide. Someone fitting Rick's description was spotted asleep in the back of a late-model sedan at a gas station not too far from here. The attendant said the woman behind the wheel was blonde, and the vehicle was reportedly seen stopping alongside the highway just beyond this ravine.
Why? Oh, well, you don't think...
Well, I'm trying not to think that.
It's just turned up, Inspector. It was caught on a branch in some deep brush.
Well, that matches the description of the shirt Rick was wearing. What is this?
What?
The stain? Oh, God.
What?
Well, there's only one way to find out. I went the lab report on this yesterday.
Yes, sir.
That doesn't mean squat. I mean, it's probably not even blood. Even if it is, Rick could have dinged himself in any number of ways. You know him, he's always getting into fights. Even when he gets whipped, it's always, you should have seen the other guy. Chopper 3, double back with the others and repeat the pattern. The man is out here. We don't want to miss him for not trying hard enough. Unbelievable. Nothing.
What now?
I don't know. Just wish we had something to go on.
Go on your instincts.
I'm getting no signals from my instincts either. I mean, you figure. We got the Blues, Jack Sellers, Arthur Downing, the Plastique, the woman, the blonde. I mean, you connect the dots, what do you have? Rick is going to appear? Will he be dead or alive?
Well, I don't have much to add except that I did a little checking into Downing. It seems no one from the Blue Sky Brigade ever heard of him until Asilomar. He wasn't on the membership roster. He's on no mailing list.
Yeah, and he has since disappeared, leaving no forwarding address. Do you detect a pattern here? I
Yeah,
do.
mass confusion.
Well, one thing is clear. Rick was being set up. The question is, who was doing it and why? I suppose I better give Tawny Richards another chance to fill in the blanks.
Well, you don't really think that she was behind him disappearing, do you?
No, but she knows something about his job, but she wasn't willing to tell me. It's time to find out what.
Was there anything else I can do?
What about Cassandra? All she saw was Rick having this supposedly casual conversation with a mysterious blonde woman on the train.
Well, all she would say anyway. I mean, I had no reason to suspect she was holding anything back.
Well, it probably wouldn't hurt to have her sit down with one of our sketch artists and see if we can come up with a cop. I'll have the station attendant do the same thing.
Yeah, well, I think it's a good shot, but Cassie really didn't see the woman. I mean, she couldn't even give me a decent description.
That's the story of this case. Robert, when that blood typing comes back, I want to be notified immediately, all right?
Right, Inspector.
I'm going back to Santa Barbara. We're wasting our time here. The answers we're looking for are probably a lot closer to home. Just pray to God we're not too late.
He's dead?
We don't know that. We're not even sure it was Rick's shirt.
There could be any number of explanations for the blood or whatever it is.
Oh, God.
But, Tony, we need your help.
What can I do?
I want you to tell me what you wouldn't tell me yesterday, which is the truth about Rick's job. I don't care if you think it's relevant. We could be dealing with his life now.
He asked me not to say anything.
Obviously, he asked you not to say anything. I don't think it applies now, do you?
I just don't think it has anything to do with this.
I'll be the judge of that. Now, what is the big secret here?
Rick's working for my father. I got him the job.
Doing what?
I don't know.
Tony, for God's
I
sake.
don't know. Neither Rick nor my dad would talk about it.
And that didn't strike you as at all unusual?
No. I never followed my dad's business interests, and I just thought Rick signed on at some entry-level position.
Now, do you suppose his responsibilities might have included something to do with the Blue Sky Brigade?
No, I'm sure it has nothing.
Why are you sure it has nothing to do with that?
Because I asked my father point blank, and he assured me that wasn't the case.
But you must have suspected some connection, or you wouldn't have asked him in the first place,
My
right?
dad wouldn't lie to me. God, if anything happened to Rick.
That's all there is to it, right? There's nothing else to tell? God, okay, I'm going to let you know if I hear anything, and I expect the same out of you. Look, I'm going to go back to the station for I'll wait for the lab report on the blood, see if I can't get Harlan Richards down there and get in his face a little bit. You need a lift?
No, I think I'm going to stay here for just a little bit. I'll see you later.
Okay. Hey, Chris, I just heard about Rick. Listen, if you need anything, man, anything at all, just, I'm here for you, all right? Appreciate that. I may take you up on the offer. Okay, bye.
I never should have let him go alone.
Look, you had no way of knowing what was going to happen. Nobody did. No, we still don't know for sure what actually did happen to Rick, if anything at all. So you're really going to need to just keep it together, okay? Cruz will find out what happened.
Aiden, what's wrong?
Rick's disappeared.
What do you mean disappeared?
He was on his way to the environmental conference in the Sillamar and he never made it.
What happened?
Cruz has put out an APB.
Oh, do you have any leads?
Well, they found a torn piece of fabric in a ravine north of here that matched the description of a shirt that he was wearing when he disappeared and had blood on it. And nothing is for certain. I mean, he could be just fine. We just can't locate him.
God, I had no idea. Did you speak to Tawny?
Yeah, she's as much in the dark as the rest of us. I mean, what, do you have any ideas?
No.
I mean, did he talk to you about this new job that he had?
No, I didn't even know he had one. I haven't seen Rick in ages. What is he doing?
I don't know. I mean, no one seems to know except that he's working for Harlan Richards.
What? Why would he work for Harlan Richards?
I don't know. Cruz is trying to find that out.
So, this isn't just one of the Rick's flights of fancy. He's not joining the circus or off trying to get some undercover spy. He's really in trouble.
Looks that way.
How's Cruz holding up?
He's really, fine. He's put himself into the investigation. He's keeping busy. That's good, but if anything happens to Rick, I really don't think he's going to forgive himself.
Jack Sellers. Arthur Downing.
Never heard of the man.
Omega Pump and Drill.
That's one of my companies. Why?
I'll ask the questions here, Mr. Richards.
Well, ask away, Inspector. But I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to help you.
Now, how do you know that until you try? I'm sure together we can find some way to make you helpful. Perhaps you could begin by acknowledging that you did employ Rick Castillo.
Well, if you already know that, Inspector, why do you need my word for it?
What exactly did Rick do for you, Mr. Richards?
A little of this, a little of that. Ran a few errands. Checked out things for me, you know.
No, I don't. That sounds like the kind of thing any flunky could do, whereas I know for a fact Rick felt very well paid. Thought that the job had potential.
Well, I try to encourage all my employees to feel that way, Inspector. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's true.
And if Rick was just an errand boy, then why the need for such secrecy?
Sorry to interrupt, Cruz.
Not a problem. It's not like we're getting anywhere.
Well, perhaps that's because there isn't anywhere to get. You know, Inspector, if I were a less reasonable man, I would take exception to the fact that you have repeatedly insinuated that I had something to do with the disappearance of your brother. Though I do understand, of course, that bullying tactic is a favorite one of yours. You see, I've actually followed your career for some time, with interest. It's curious how you and your brother have followed such very different paths, isn't it? Anyway, as for secrecy, my business dealings are private, Inspector. So I pay all my employees well, even errand boys, to protect that privacy.
Is one of the things Rick was checking out for you the Blue Sky Brigade?
That radical environmental group? I read about them in the papers.
And you only know what you read, no doubt.
Why should I have the slightest interest in that group?
I was hoping you might tell me.
Inspector Castillo,
I understand that your personal interest in this matter may be clouding your judgment somewhat, but I am beginning to resent your implications. I came down here voluntarily without an attorney to see what I could do to help. You have proceeded to just about rake me over the coals for reasons that I have yet to determine. Did your father-in-law put you up to this? I realize that C.C. would do almost anything to harass me, but calling in the police? Inspector, if you have any further questions, you or C.C., contact my attorney.
Did he give you anything?
What a load. Nothing the world doesn't already know, but he's covering. Okay, we gotta find out what it is that Mr. Richards has to hide. We gotta gather together all there is to know about him in one pile and go through it. We should start with a list of his business holdings.
Okay.
What?
We got the lab results back.
It's a match.
Perfect. The blood on that shirt is the same type as Rick's.
Hi. Did the blood types match?
It's just another reason to suspect that shirt belonged to Rick, but it doesn't prove anything.
Absolutely not. I mean, tons of people have the same blood type. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, exactly. I had Harlan Richardson here. He gave away precisely zip, but I did have Vic draw up a list of his business holdings, one of which is Omega Pump and Drill Company. Now, I know for a fact that Jack Sellers was on the payroll there around the same time Rick was. But there's something else about that outfit that I can't place. Does it ring a bell with you?
No.
Why do I think that I've seen it not that long ago on another list? Something to do with illegal activities of some kind?
Well, when was the last time you were investigating shady corporate dealings?
Tennell. Omega Pump and Drill was on that list Deep Throat came up with of all of Tennell's connections.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with Rick?
Deep Throat might know.
You mean Robert?
Well, I've never been able to prove it before, but maybe now I'll get the chance.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm done researching our boy's financial situation, and quite dismal it is, too.
Well, what do you suggest we do about it?
You're supposed to be the brains. You figure it out. Someone's here. I better go. I'll get back to you later. What are you doing here?
Well, I'll tell you, let's keep this short and sweet, shall we? You can come out from behind the mask now, pal. I know who you really are.